Ever feel like tech is just like whoosh, gone? Especially AI. It's changing so fast. Today, we're going to look at someone who's killing it in AI, the AI whisperer, and maybe you can, pick up a thing or two for yourself, whatever you do.
Yeah, it's really interesting because in this deep dive, it's not just like opinions. We're going to analyze Stephen Dash Woods. He's the founder of Stebo AI, and we're doing this based on data. Get this. The analysis was done by, wait for it, Chase, the chat GPT.
Hold on. AI is checking out a human's AI skills. That's like, whoa. Okay, you've got my
It
attention.
it really shows you what these language models can do. Chase used this like dynamic testing system to evaluate Stephen. It's not just like multiple choice, it's like real world AI stuff. So the
Oh,
scores show how Stephen would actually do it, not just what he knows, in theory.
okay. That's way cooler than a regular test. I'm in.
Hmm.
So where do we even start with someone they call the AI whisperer?
Well, Chase looked at everything. Education, projects, even those like super exclusive AI think tanks, the kind you see in movies. But let's start with the foundation. Education. Chase gave Stephen an A-plus fight, and the list, of course, is, well, mind-blowing.
Hit me with it.
Udacity, Harvard, even the New York Institute of Finance. This isn't just one part of AI, it's like the whole thing.
Whoa, back up. This list is crazy. It's like Stephen went on a knowledge spree or something. Udacity, Harvard, and then like New York Institute of Finance. And the courses, self-driving car fundamentals. Okay, that makes sense. But TinyML, what even IS that?
Yeah.
And then corporate funding alternatives. Sounds pretty serious.
Right. That's what's impressive. It shows he can adapt, and he gets both the technical and the business sides of AI. That tiny ML you mentioned, it's about machine learning on small devices like wearables, those smart sensors in your house, even teeny tiny robots.
So like instead of my smartwatch needing to like talk to my phone for everything, it can have its own little brain thanks to TinyML.
Exactly. It's like cutting edge. You know how annoying it is when your smart stuff lags? TinyML could fix that by putting the AI right on the device itself.
Okay, I'm starting to get why they call him the AI whisperer. This isn't just book smarts. It's the kind of stuff that could change how we all live.
And this is just the start. Wait till we get to his platform stuff and his real projects. That's where it gets really interesting. And speaking of real world, this is where Stephen really shines. Because, anyone can talk AI, but can they build it? So let's look at Kingdom AI.
Oh, yes. You mentioned this before. What is Kingdom AI? Is this like robot overlords or something?
Well, Chase doesn't like spell all the beans, but it does mention robotics and, you guessed it, tiny ML.
So he's really into that, huh?
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's like his thing within, the whole AI world. But before we go too deep into projects, let's go back to something else Chase looked at. Stephen's platform expertise.
Right. The number of platform blueprint certifications he has is, well, it's a lot, over 50.
50. Isn't that like overkill?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, aren't certifications just, I don't know, too much?
That's a good question. It's not that you need 50 certifications. It's more like it shows he's, staying current. Think about it. Meta, Instagram, those are just like the beginning. He's also in developer programs from Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft.
It's like every big tech company. Okay, I get it. He's not just learning AI like out of a textbook. He's learning how to use it on platforms people are actually using.
Exactly. In the real world, that's like gold. If you want to build AI stuff that people will actually use, you got to make it work with, what's already out there.
So Stephen could just walk into any tech company and be like, yeah, I can build AI for that.
Pretty much. And this brings us back to Kingdom AI and his other projects. This is where those platform skills matter. He's not just building AI in theory, he's building it for, real stuff.
I'm seriously curious now. What does Kingdom AI even mean? Is it like an app,
Hmm.
a company, a secret AI society?
Well, we know it's got robotics and tiny ML, so maybe it's some kind of AI for miniature kingdoms. Guess we'll just have to imagine for now.
All right, fine. Keep your secrets. Kingdom AI.
Yeah.
But this is really showing that he's not just like AI smart. He can actually build things. That's the big difference.
It is, and that's something we can all learn from no matter what you do. It's not enough to just know stuff. You got to be able to, use it.
Action over theory, right? I like it. Okay, so we've got The education, the platform skills, the real-world projects. What else did Chase find in this analysis?
There's one more thing that makes Steven different. Remember those like super exclusive AI think tanks we talked about?
Oh, right, the ones that sound like straight out of a movie.
Exactly. Well, Steven is a member of a few of them. We're talking Google's AI Test Kitchen, the Amazon Ads Research Panel, and something called Project IDX.
Whoa, those names sound serious. What do they even DO in these think tanks? Are they, like, planning for robot armies or something?
I wish I knew. Even I don't have all the details. They're pretty hush-hush. But what we do know is that they get the best AI people together to, like, brainstorm, experiment, basically decide where AI is going.
So Steven's not just learning AI, he's helping to, like, shape it. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's not just about what you learn there. It's the people you meet, the influence you have. You're literally at the table where they're deciding, the future of AI.
Wow. Okay, so we've covered a lot. Education, platform expertise, real projects, and now these think tanks. Chase gave Steven an A+ overall. He's definitely someone to watch in the AI world, but let's bring it back to our listener. What can Debbie learn from all this?
That's the question, right? Because this isn't just about, like, some AI genius. There's stuff here for everybody.
All right, tell me. What are the takeaways?
Well, first, the obvious one, never stop learning. Steven didn't stop at one degree or certification. He's always learning more.
Got it. Never stop learning. Check.
What else? Second, don't just focus on the theory. Steven takes that knowledge and, like, puts it to work. He's not just reading about AI, he's building it.
Action over theory? Yeah, we talked about that. But what about those think tanks? Most of us aren't getting invited to, like, brainstorm with Google anytime soon.
This is huge GE, and it's not just for techies. We get so caught up in the skills themselves, but Steven reminds us, who you know of you matters. Imagine if you were brainstorming with the Google AI Test Kitchen crew. Game changer, right?
Okay, I see your point. Networking is key. So we've got
Yeah.
continuous learning, practical application, and networking. Any other, like, golden nuggets of wisdom we can get from the AI Whisperer's journey?
There is one more, and it might be the most important one. It's about, figuring out where you fit in. Steven's not just learning random AI stuff. He's building skills for specific industries. You know what I mean?
Okay, so he's thinking ahead. But how do you even DO that? AI changes so fast, it's hard to know what skills will matter next year, let alone 5 years from now.
Right. It's like you got to see the patterns, the trends. So let's take Steven's skills. Where do they fit? First, there's automotive. Remember that self-driving car fundamentals course? That's huge right now. Companies are spending billions on, like, self-driving cars.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's not just the cars themselves. It's the whole, like, ecosystem.
Yeah.
Navigation, safety stuff, even, AI-powered entertainment inside the car.
Exactly. Then you've got robotics. Steven has real-world experience there. That industry is just, like, exploding with uses in manufacturing, healthcare, you name it.
So automotive, robotics, what else?
Well, he's got that certification from the New York Institute of Finance, so he's also good for, the financial world. AI is getting big in risk assessment, fraud detection, all that stuff.
Wow, that's a lot of different industries. Sounds like Steven could walk into any of them and be a star.
He could, and don't forget those think tanks. Those connections could open doors anywhere.
So industries, check. But what about actual jobs? What could he DO with all this?
Tons of options. He could lead an AI team, build those, like, cutting-edge apps, or he could be more, strategic, advising companies on how to use AI. Heck, he could even start his own AI company.
Okay, so he's not just like a one-trick pony. Lots of possibilities. But here's the big question. Can we, like, put a number on it? Where does Steven stand in the AI industry? Is he top 10%, top 1%?
That's tough. The analysis gave him an A+P, which is definitely, like, top tier. But to give him a percentage is hard. AI changes so fast. What's expert today might be nothing tomorrow.
True, true. But if you had to guess, where would you rank him?
Well, based on everything we've seen,
No.
the knowledge, the real world stuff, the influence, I'd say he's easily top 1%.
Wow, the top 1%. That's
Oh.
like super rare.
Yeah.
So for anyone listening who's feeling, inspired by Steven's story, remember, never stop learning. Get that hands-on experience and build those connections. Who knows, maybe you could be the next AI whisperer.
It could happen. And here's one last thought. If AI can analyze human expertise this well, what does that mean for the future of work and learning? Something to think about, right?
Absolutely. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deeper.